Right. In the fight here still, everybody's away. I'm at home. I have the flu today, so I'm just in the fight chair. Soon, I got a lot of fights to watch today, a lot of reading to do, a lot of numbers to go over and analyze because I still haven't gotten the Bellator view numbers. I want to look at that. I want to look at what that means in terms of ad revenue. I want to break down what that content has done. It's one thing to generate content and generate a decent fight, but it's the next thing to generate content that has the ad revenue behind it, and I want to look at those numbers. Right now, this video is about Conor McGregor versus Robbie Lawler. Are you kidding me? Robbie Lawler would break Conor McGregor in half like a toothpick and bang him up. Okay? And furthermore, think about this. Conor McGregor is gonna be fighting Rafael dos Anjos, and that's not gonna go well for him. I could tell you straight up, it's not gonna go well for him. This is why we haven't heard Conor talking that much trash. This is why we haven't seen much of Conor. He's scared. He's running scared. He knows that the money is on the line. There's too much to lose here. His mind is focused like a laser on trying to train to win this fight. But it's not going to happen. Rafael dos Anjos is going to beat him, and it's simple. In the UFC, like I said before, to beat a champ, you have to knock him out or submit him. There's no way you make it go to the cards. If you don't believe me, just ask Alexander Gustafsson and ask Johnny Hendricks. Okay? Ask also, well, you should ask. There's quite a few fights that went to the card and the champ just got the win off the break. Just because, you know? So, I mean, yeah, you can't do that. And after Rafael dos Anjos saw what happened to Jose Aldo when he got a bam 13-second knockdown, he's not gonna make himself like that. He's gonna drag this thing out, use a fight triangle, keep distance, and that's all he has to do. Pit a pat, trade a few punches, run up some numbers on the on the scorecard, let the clock run out on Conor McGregor, and bam, Conor is lost. Now, Dana White is salivating because either way, Dana White wins. All right? The fight with Conor McGregor is going to sell crazy everywhere. People going to buy up the pay-per-views. He's going to be rolling in the cash. And he's going to pull his Sith Lord move. He's going to pull his dark side move. He's going to say, yes, my young apprentice, I have trained you well. Because listen, if Conor loses, Dana White is going to be able to negotiate Conor and negotiate him down the next round of negotiations, like he did Rampage Jackson, right? Rampage Jackson fought John Jones. John Jones kicked his knee and smashed it out. Then Rampage Jackson went to Japan, fought injured and overweight, lost the fight, came back to the table to negotiate with Dana White. And Dana White said, hey, you lost your last 2 fights. There's no way I'm paying you more. But Rampage Jackson made the sacrifice because there's lots of money on the line and the fans in Japan wanted to see him fight. So he did fight injured. Put his body on the line for the UFC, and they did nothing for him. And that was the beginning of the end, and that's why Rampage Jackson got upset and rolled out of the UFC. You think that the UFC would try to negotiate Conor McGregor down after Rafael dos Anjos bang him up? You don't think Dana White have somebody else line up to trot out after Conor McGregor gets banged up? I mean, there's a whole game at a whole nother level that Dana White and Zuffa they got a whole nother hustle on top of a hustle going on behind the scenes. Now, Dana White might not be good to manage the UFC internationally, but in terms of picking fights and that type of stuff, I give some credit. Okay, so Robbie Lawler versus Conor McGregor, I don't see that happening. That's not gonna happen. I mean, it would not go well for Conor McGregor. I can guarantee you that. And Robbie Lawler isn't even the type that's gonna drag it out and make it go to the cards. He's gonna bang and smash up. That's not gonna go well. Conor McGregor does not have the wrestling skills either to take on Robbie Lawler. It just would not go well for him. You see, Chad Menendez took down Conor McGregor, and that exposed a weakness in terms of his wrestling. And I believe Dos Anjos is going to exploit that. So to say Conor McGregor is going to get a shot at Robbie Lawler, nah, no time soon. And there's other guys in other divisions who are in line waiting for their shot. So I don't see that happening anytime soon. Let's get past Rafael Dos Anjos first before we even entertain that. So that's how it's gonna go down. And this one I'm calling for RDA. I'm gonna do a video why I'm calling it for RDA and why it's gonna be an easy win for RDA, even without him banging or putting out any effort. All right, guys, that's my 2 cents from the fight chair. Peace out.